What's up, yeah? Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Alright, so over the weekend, me and the girlfriend, we went up to Glendale, California. Hey, we went to check out a museum, right? When we were in Vegas, we actually, we wanted to go to like the Neon Museum up in Vegas, right? Basically, where all like the old signs in Vegas, they go to rest actually. We got like memberships. Basically most museums are non-profit, you know, for at least in California that I know of, right? The majority of them are non-profit, you know, they accept donations or whatever. They're all basically under the same umbrella of like the organizations or whatever that keep them alive financially or whatever. So you can actually join like memberships and you pay like an annual fee. You get a card as a membership and you can enter those museums, you know, for free, you know, technically, right? So me and my girlfriend, we got that because like the museum that's up in Vegas, the neon sign one, is under the American Alliance of Museums accredited museum. We looked into it. It turns out like, yeah, the museum in Las Vegas is under that, you know, association or whatever. It's about like under $100 a person. I can't remember exactly. My girlfriend got him. It's very inexpensive, right? So we had access to enter like the museum in Las Vegas and many other museums that we have nearby us, right? So where we live, there's definitely a lot of museums nearby that's under this association. So we're like, all right, makes sense to get it. So we got it, but unfortunately that day, it fucking rained in Vegas. And yeah, we couldn't go to like that neon museum, unfortunately. So whatever. But anyways, we came back home and we looked up like some of the museums that's under that like association. We found one up in Glendale, which is about like, without traffic, it should be 20 minutes drive. But with traffic, like it usually is, it's up to a fucking hour, unfortunately. But yeah, we went up there and like, this museum is, they simply call themselves MONA, M-O-N-A, Museum of Neon Art. Now, it's our first time entering like a neon environment like that. We actually liked it. It was really cool, right? I guess the only downside is that it's pretty small, right? I mean, you know, whatever. What can you do, right? It's a non-profit organization, so you do what they can, right? But even though it's being a small size, if you're in the environment, I definitely think it's a cool area to go. We walked in there and like we were actually greeted pretty nicely by a person named Eric. He's kind of like the main guy there, like very informative. He also does tours. I can show you here. He gave me a pamphlet. That's him in the bottom right here. You know, I guess you can get on a bus tour and he can like drive you around LA and like show you science, and like he's very knowledgeable about science actually. He kind of like talked to us about like a lot of like the science that they had in display there, and like each one actually has their own story. Now the cool thing about neon signs is that every single one that you have seen and still see today, all neon signs are made by hand. There's no machinery, there's no way to mass produce neon signs, right? Because the way how like they're designed or how they're made and this and that, you need to have a person, the skill to be able to mold them so they don't collapse, right? You gotta be careful with it. So every neon sign that you have ever seen or still see, they're all handmade. And I thought it was kind of interesting, right? Which is kind of cool because for some reason, something about neon signs as a kid, you know, they pop out, right? They just look cool, right? And also like, you know, there's like that buzzing sound. Zzz. I'm sure I'll play here for you guys. That looks cool on the camera. Whoa, what? I was not making the sound.
It's just the sound.
Oh, it's warm. Oh, wow, that's neat.
If you're feeling indecisive.
Yes, no, maybe. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like the museum is just full of that sound wherever you go, and like I don't know, there's just something nostalgic about it. I don't know, I didn't realize it until I walked in there, right? But yeah, it's kind of cool. Now the cool thing about this place is that like they actually have classes available, which they sell packs, right? You can do like entry level stuff and more intermediate stuff and so on and so forth. But yeah, you can actually pay for classes and like they can teach you how to like fold your own neon lights, which I thought was kind of interesting. You know, it's like $100 for like some simple, you know, class or whatever. It looks fun. You know, a lot of like signs now, they're going digital, right? Like they're just, everything's more LEDs and so on and so forth. That's just how things are going, RGB strips or whatever, you know. Things are moving towards that area. It's probably quicker to make, you know, cheaper or easier to maintain or whatever, but you know, that's just how it is. I don't know, something about neon lights, like there's very just looking at them is very nostalgic, I think, and like walking around this like museum was pretty neat. And like, I mean, it's just I didn't think I was gonna get like somewhat impressed by neon lights, but yeah, it's actually really cool. And like it's $10 to get in, you know, it ain't that much, and they also accept donations, you know, like I said. So yeah, we got the pass to go to a lot of local museums that's under this association, right? So yeah, definitely gonna be checking out more museums around me to see what's up, right? Because yeah, I like art. I like checking out this kind of stuff. It's fun, right? So yeah, the Mona Museum of Neon Art. It's on 216 South Brand Boulevard in Glendale, California, 91204, right? I'll post some more information on my screen right now if you want to check it out, and I'll put their website on there in the comment section so you guys can check it out. And like I said, they have art classes and stuff like that. So if you're in the LA area, definitely give it a go if you want to check it out. I think it's worth it. And also massive thanks to Eric, the main guy there. He was very nice and kind enough to share his knowledge with us and his passion about neon lights. Yeah, the guy's very knowledgeable about that stuff, right? So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Me and the girlfriend, we are planning to do more tours and events and museums and art expos and all that stuff. I definitely want to do more content for my channel and stuff like this, right? Along with my tutorials and vlogging or whatever. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for this year now because I do have plans to expand the channel, doing some cool stuff right for you guys. So anyways, that's all I got to say. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. Take care and peace.